Beautiful family, here we are with a pulling workout on this ring series. Now you have 2 out of the 3 workouts that make up this program. How's it going, by the way? I'd love to hear about your experience with these workouts. Are they too easy? Are they too hard? Let us know down in the comments. It would be nice to know. So as you've seen on our previous workouts, we'll go over the movement patterns, ring placement on each exercise, how to perform them, mistakes to avoid, and how to increase and decrease the intensity of each exercise. As usual, you also have the free PDF on this workout available, and we've added a guide to it that teaches you how to pick your level and when to go for the next progression. And now, let's get to the practice. The primary goal of this workout is to build strength and muscle mass in your whole posterior chain through exercises that target the 2 main movement patterns of vertical pulling and horizontal pulling. And before we start with the heavy hitters, we'll begin priming our body with scapula pull-ups. Grab the bar at shoulder width or slightly wider and allow yourself to sink into a passive hang, bringing your shoulders close to your ears. And even though it's a passive hang, I suggest you flex your core, bringing your rib cage down, which will allow you to get a deeper stretch in your lats. From there, engage your scapula by actively pulling them down and do that for 12 reps. After that, we'll do Scapula Rowing Circles. Pick an inclination that doesn't tax you too much, keep your elbows locked, and go through scapular retraction, elevation, protraction, and depression for 5 reps in each direction. The third exercise will be shoulder dislocates with a stick. If you don't have one, you can easily replace it with a resistance band, which is definitely easier to carry around. Grab the stick or the band with your palms facing down, elbows extended, and pick a width that allows you to bring the stick back and forward easily, just to test the movement pattern for a few reps. And for your working sets, pick a closer width that challenges your range of motion just a bit, and bring your hands closer together on every set for 10 reps. By the way, if you want a detailed breakdown of this movement in particular, you got it on this video. And with the warm-up complete, let's move into the main exercises of this routine. We'll start with the most demanding one, ring chin-ups. One particular benefit of these is the degree of freedom the rings offer, allowing you to find a comfortable pulling path. That's why your whole body, and particularly your shoulders, feel so smooth doing chin-ups on the rings as opposed to doing them on the bar. On the flip side, you'll always be able to pull stronger on the bar. So we're sacrificing a bit of strength for joint comfort here. And here's a mental trick for these. Think of pulling the rings down as opposed to pulling yourself up. You'll see how that shift in intention changes absolutely everything. Not even exaggerating, I promise. On level 1, we're going to do 8 to 10 reps. And on level 2, we're going to increase the intensity a bit with the 2-second hold in the middle of the range, which is the most common sticky point. Next, we have a horizontal pulling movement, unilateral rows. With the rings at hip level, grab one ring, take 3 steps back, lean back, and instead of doing the traditional row where you face forward throughout the set, we're going to allow the torso to naturally rotate, and we'll pull from there, reaching forward and touching the strap with your free hand. This allows for a wider range of motion and mimics the way you'd pull something heavy in real life. And that's exactly the approach that we're going to take for this particular exercise. To keep your reps honest, maintain a standard of touching the strap and your ribs on every rep. On level 1, do 8 to 10 reps with 3 steps back. On level 2, do it with a 1-step distance. Next, we have the inverted hang, which will teach you to pull down from your scapula, given that your arms are locked. This one can be intimidating if you've never been upside down on the rings, but I got you. Here's what you need to do. Place the rings just high enough to not touch the floor. That way, if you lean too far back, you can land safely instead of dropping from a higher hang. Once you're set, grab the rings with palms facing forward and curl yourself up to the point where you feel balanced. Not fighting gravity too much, nor going past it where you'll roll back. And this might take you a few attempts, but once it clicks, you'll be able to get it every single time. So once you find that sweet spot, go ahead and lean forward slightly and hold for 10 to 20 seconds. This would be the variation for level 1. And you want to slowly progress into level 2, where you'll do this with your legs fully extended, keeping a hollow body shape. So moving on, let's get into the accessory block. You'll start with Facepulls, an exercise that targets your rear delts, rotator cuff, strengthens your scapular retraction, improves your posture. So many benefits to this one. Set up the rings below the hips, take 4 steps back, legs fully extended, and keep a pronated grip. Start with a scapular retraction and then pull the rings towards yourself, forming a 90-90 shape. Hold 1 second on the top, make sure you keep the tension constant and lower back down with control without flexing your hips. And if you can't get to this range unloaded, I suggest you stretch your pecs and lats with these 2 exercises in between sets to help you open up. On level 1, aim to do 10 to 12 reps with a 4-step distance. Same number of reps for level 2, but with a 2-step distance. 1 step makes all the difference, you'll notice right away. After that, you'll go for prone bicep curls. For this one, keep the rings at the same height, take 3 steps back, grab the rings with your palms facing down and pull yourself up, keeping your elbows in front of you and your whole body in line. On level 1, do the reps at a 3-step distance. On level 2, do it at a 2-step distance. Lastly, we have the ring rollout to focus on the core. Set the rings at ankle height and position your feet directly below the bar. Ensure that your arms are fully extended as you lower yourself down. Avoid arching your back, instead engage your core and maintain a posterior pelvic tilt throughout the exercise. Start at level 1 by doing it with your feet below the bar and progress to level 2 by standing at a 2-step distance behind the bar. To cool down and offset all this tension that you've been creating on this routine, you'll finish with 3 to 5 minutes of shaking, which is an excellent method to downregulate your nervous system and induce a state of relaxation and body awareness, which is why I like to pair it with stillness for at least 5 minutes. Once again, remember that you have the PDF and the guide in the pinned comment, and stay tuned for the app launch. This is by far the biggest project that we've worked on all these years. We've been designing this app button by button, feature by feature, taking all of your requests from all the social media channels throughout all these years and packing all of that up, putting it into one app that's easy to follow, that's easy to understand, that breaks down the complex, makes it simple. We can confidently say that this app will mark a before and after in your practice, and we cannot wait to release it. Family, thank you so much for joining us in this journey. Your support, your thumbs up, your comments, your shares is what is making all of this possible. So thank you. And until next time, keep learning, keep moving, and keep practicing. Much love, family.